Most people I know that are ultra successful, that are going places, put it all on the line daily. I go broke daily. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. I put it all on the line. I'm trying to go broke. I was just talking to a buddy yesterday. He's going to have more money coming into him. Literally, he's in the DM family. He's going to have more money coming to him, literally, in the next 30 days, more money than he's ever had in his entire life. This is a 40-something-year-old individual. He's going to have more money in 1 month come into his account than he's ever had in his entire life. And the first thing I said, that's awesome. Go broke. He's like, huh? That's my goal. Go broke. And when I say go broke, if you understand the language or the context behind that, it means find profit, passive producing assets or active assets that are producing revenue, where if I put 100,000 in, I'm going to get $1,000 a month back or more or less, whatever the number is that you're shooting for. But that's my goal. I'm trying to get that money in play, get the money in play. Because if not, most of you sit there and like, go on your Chase account or whatever bank account. You're like, oh my God, I got $12,000. That's a lot of money. And you just sit and look at it. You sit and look at it. I talked about this in my book. I did the same thing. I used to look at my bank statements and think, if I hire someone, it takes from me because it's money coming out of my account. That's how I used to think. When I was hiring people, I've always had an assistant because I always understood the value of an assistant because I'm not a day-to-day paperwork guy. I'm terrible. Most entrepreneurs are absolutely horrible. What's up, Todd? What's up, buddy? Hope you get to hook up with Matt Garabedian. What's up, Christian and Ken? But when I'm investing in the money, like what I realize is every time I invest in people, like again, understand the language I'm talking. I'm not even doing it on purpose, but I'm investing, not losing. See, the thing is I've trained my brain to see it as investments. If I win or lose money, that is, I'm still winning because it's an investment. What did I learn? The truth is, on my walk today, I was talking with my buddy. He bought a stock at 6. It's now down to 350. Let's call it 3 for easy math. He's down 50%. He's like, man, I just feel like I haven't learned anything. I'm like, whoa, what do you mean? I was like, dude, you knew it was a kind of like a little bit a play on the opportunity. You generated 18% on the front end with the covered call. So now you know how to do a covered call. Now you know how to buy a stock. You learned 2 things right there because you've never done it before. Third thing is now we know what we should be looking for when you acquire the stock. What's going on with the news? Why am I getting such a high return on the money? Because 18% in 21 days is a lot of return for a covered call. So that means it's very speculative, right? It's very speculative. That's what that means. Usually a good covered call in a month is usually 8 to 12% depending, but now we're at 18. So the higher the return, typically I got to step back and say, oh, what's going on? So I learned that. And then I got to learn about the news. What's going on in the news? This is a drug company. They're coming out with a new drug. The drug didn't pop off like they thought. They already had a scheduled date. So I would have known that. And then not only that, there's heavy volume on the option. What does that tell you? That tells you there's a lot of speculation. So literally he learned like 30 different things that he didn't know he learned just by talking it out. And more importantly, he wasn't afraid to lose money. He was more excited to get in the game of the stock, if you will. And this happens at all levels. So for me, my thought process on losing money is very different than most people. I do lose money every day, literally. I have so many holes in so many places. And it's not reckless loss. It's like things didn't work out. I have different businesses that are, sucking wind on certain spots of the industry or the business or whatever. We hire people. They don't do the right thing. I just lost $7,000 that month with bad hiring, right? So what did I learn? What did we learn as a team? What did we learn as a unit? This never, ever, 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 ever will stop, FYI. But again, money is not my driver necessarily. My driver is to build the team, organization, generate revenue, i.e. money. But ultimately, you can't get big. It's kind of like the chicken before the egg. You can't get really big until you understand the concept. It's okay to lose money. No one tells you it's okay. No one says, Mark, go lose money. I remember when I had probably 12, 15 grand in the bank. That was a lot of money for me back when I was 18, 19 years old. You know what I mean? So when I was in the game and I had to hire this individual to acquire properties for me, I'm like, oh my God, I can't pay you that much. What are you talking about? And what I realized is that when I ponied up and I executed my fear, of losing money. I gave the person a $2,000 a month salary, and then they got paid on commission, right? Because they're on sales, they're acquiring property. So when I say salary back then, that's called draw against commission. It's kind of a base. So when I pushed him in there, they started cranking and he started making money. The truth is, this is the God's honest truth, he actually started making more money than me as the owner. That's the truth. That's a whole nother mind fuck. This guy's making more money than me, and I'm the owner of the company for the last 3 years. How is this possible? And then I started asking my coaches and my mentors and started reading better books about understanding growth and understanding I'm building a company. He's helping me build my dream, my vision, my company, ultimately our company as it grows. But what happened is obviously salespeople come and go. The company remained the same. 24 years later, it's still in existence because I was hiring people. I put people in place. I got great, I got great SOPs to build up and such based off of them. But there was a point for many years, actually, this guy, multiple people made more money in me than in my own company because salespeople, once you understand salespeople never cost you money. They're just a value add. And then you're spending all this money on them, investing all this money, I should say, spending all this money on advertising, investing in ads, investing in marketing, investing in platforms, investing in systems, building a team around these individuals to help them grow. There is a process where these guys make more money. I have not now guys aren't making more money than me, but I do have sales guys that make 30, 40, 50 grand a month, per month. And I have multiple guys doing that. Many, actually multiple. So it's pretty cool to see, but none of that would be possible if it's not about you. It's not about, your best friend's company, how great they are, but you're not. It's about you. It's the way you think about money. It's what's holding you back from executing a decision. You're sitting here nickeling and diming your way to the top. I don't know how it works like that. I've never seen anybody nickel and dime themselves to happiness and to success. You're always scared. You're always overwhelmed. By the way, I'm not saying you can't have money doing that. I know millionaires that are scared. I know millionaires that are frustrated. I know millionaires that can't make a decision to save their lives because they're so afraid. Every move they make, they're afraid. They're stuttering every move. Like, dude, pull the trigger. Just because they have $1 million, they should actually have 100 million, 200 million. If they actually would understand what we're talking about here today.
Kevin's DM, I'm here to help and teach him what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question more Kevin's when he step in the dive.